The men of our generation eat shit and feel like shit. They eat hundreds of grams of sugar a day, cakes, sweets, fizzy drinks. They eat refined grains and processed carbs. Their bodies are always processing crap and expending all of their energy doing so. As a result, they always feel lethargic and have brain fog, and they wonder why. But the men of our tribe are different. We realize these foods make us feel like crap, and so we cut them out. At the same time, we learn that certain foods fuel our inner fire, and so we incorporate them into our diets regularly. As a result, we feel great. The food we consume fuels our souls. It doesn't weaken them. Which one do you want to be, bro? If you can watch this video from start to finish without distractions, without the YouTube suggestive videos or the comments, then I can teach you the 5 foods that personally fuel my inner fire. Now, the first food is sweet potatoes, and I personally recommend basically you just switch out a lot of your complex carbs, like refined grains, to sweet potatoes. So instead of maybe eating pasta or like bread, switch it to a sweet potato inside of your dish. So mash them, boil them, roast them, whatever. I mean, of course, still eat grains, still eat whole grains. So like your whole rices, your pasta made of like whole wheat or whatever. But just don't eat the refined grains and the processed ones, the complex ones that really bog down your digestive system. Sweet potatoes are good, man. They just are. Like, you can trust me on this because it's not like I'm sponsored by Big Potato or anything. Like, sweet potatoes just are good. They're extremely nutritious. They're full of vitamins and minerals and antioxidants. They're a big part of the diet of Okinawa. So a few times today we're going to talk about this, and it's the diet of the people of Okinawa, which is an island in Japan where they have the highest life expectancy in the world. And things like sweet potatoes and a few of the other things on this list make up that diet. They're extremely good for you. They're extremely nutritious. Then the next one, and again, it's from the people of Okinawa, that blue zone, is white tea. Now, white tea is a kind of tea, it tastes kind of like jasmine, and it's different than green tea and then like all these other teas that you find because it has way more antioxidants in it. So a cup of white tea, I don't know exactly the numbers, but it's like 4 times as much antioxidants as a cup of green tea. So again, like I said, the people of Okinawa, so that blue zone, the place where people there live the longest, they drink high doses of this stuff. So they'll have like a cup of it a day, 2-3 cups, I think actually. So white tea is extremely good for you. Full of antioxidants, like I just said, they're extremely important. It's good for your skin, for your hair. It's even shown to like suppress colon cancer and things like that. Just start drinking white tea. And we'll add coffee in here as well. Coffee also has huge amounts of antioxidants, much higher than green tea, which for some reason is still touted as like the healthy option. But white tea and coffee surpass it in antioxidant levels hugely. And it's about the process as well, right? So drinking white tea or drinking coffee, there is like a kind of ritual surrounding it, and that's what really fuels that inner fire. So a lot of what I'm talking about here with these foods isn't necessarily like, oh, it's going to make you live 5 years longer. Like, some of them will, but what I more mean is like foods that fuel the inner fire, foods that actually make you feel good afterwards, that have a positive impact on that like fire inside of you. And yet, taking the time to drink a hot beverage, like a tea, like a white tea specifically, it's a very like neutral flavor, or a black coffee, no milk, no sugar, just the ritual of sitting there with the cup, drinking it slowly, just appreciating every sip of it, that heat, the warmth it puts inside of you. That really does fuel the inner fire. Next is garlic, and specifically raw garlic. And this is kind of taken from Elisha Long's YouTube channel, so go check him out if you want to, but it's just really good for you, man. Like, it's been used for so many years for kind of curing illnesses, cold remedies, whatever. But also, it's just full of nutrients again. Like, it's one of the most nutrients and calorie rich foods. So it doesn't have many calories in it, but it has tons of nutrients. All sorts of vitamins, iron, minerals, just so much shit that you need in your daily life. So trust me, bro. So cut it up, because you need to cut it up, because that releases the allicin, which is one of the active compounds in garlic. So chop it up very finely, put it in your mouth, and drink it back with a cup of water. People say do it on an empty stomach. It's a bit weird. Try it on an empty stomach because it gives me like heartburn and shit, but give that a go, or just do it with a meal or something. But anyway, take it raw, back it with water. Don't chew it because it makes your breath stink. Just trust me, take 2 to 3 cloves of garlic a day. That way, raw, chopped up, backed with water. Tell me you don't feel a difference. And next is fish, and specifically tinned fish. This stuff is fucking like, it's a godsend, bro. It's full of protein, full of nutrients, full of minerals, full of like omega-3 fatty acids, and it's really cheap. So especially like here in Australia, I can go to the supermarket, and I can buy a can of sardines in like hot sauce for $1.90, which is about £1, They are so good. And the thing is like, like I said, they're full of nutrients, but also there's this big thing of like fish being bad for you, so mercury being bad for you. This is why I specifically recommend sardines, because sardines are a small fish, so they don't actually have that much mercury in them. It's not toxic levels. You can Google that, by the way, that's not just me saying it. So yeah, you don't actually get the mercury toxicity from sardines, from smaller fish like that. So go and buy some sardines, put some hot sauce on them, put some lemon on them, some oregano, some salt, some pepper. They are so fucking good, man. Full of protein, 23 grams in a can like that. That's like as much as a protein shake, brother. And also, yeah, omega-3 fatty acids are so important. Vitamin B12, so important. Full of iron, full of zinc. They are just so good for you. And finally, just meat, bro. Like, I don't have the scientific explanation for this, but it's about foods that fuel the fire. And for me, when the fire is low, the one thing I know I can fall back on is just meat. Like minced meat, steak, liver in like small doses. Don't eat too much liver, that will kill you. But like, yeah, just eat meat. Eat good meat. When the fire is low, that is the one thing I turn to. I go and cook a spaghetti bolognese. I go make myself a steak. Like, that was always the joke back in the day when I was at university and I'd be hungover as fuck. My mates would be like, oh shit, it's really bad today. Because the more meat I'd eat on the day after like drinking, you could tell how hungover I was, because I'd use it as a cure. Because when the fire was low, meat is what you can turn to. It's what rebuilds you from the bottom. So yeah, man, go try those foods and leave in the comments which one's your favorite. Tell me which ones you're doing. Tell me which ones have like improved your life quality. Anyway, thank you for watching the video. Leave a like and a comment. You'll find those right below the subscribe button. And join the Discord. You'll find the link for that in the description. It's full of young men just like yourself who are trying to grow themselves, trying to better themselves. Come on there and talk to me and the other guys about your self-improvement journey, about your struggles. Also, at the moment, I've been doing these calls. So go into the description and click the link for the application form and fill in your application. Put in the date and the time that you'd like and come and book yourself in for a free one-to-one confidential call with me where you can ask me about literally anything. Anyway, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. Manifest excellence. Goodbye.